Hello guys, this is Azhar. In this video, I'll teach you how to search candidates or resumes on bait.com website. So let's go to a computer screen. So first go to bait.com website and then you can go in employer section and then click on login, enter your ID password. So as you can see, this is the dashboard for Bait for employers. Come in this quick CV search section and you can search based on skill, title, location, etc. This is a quick CV search. So we will write site engineer, and as you can see there are four options. So what happens in all words when you will click on this search, there are 1 million plus CVs. So in the resume, both the words site and engineer should be present in the resume, then only bait.com will show you that resume. Otherwise, it will not show you that resume. So we will click on search and I will show you one fast search, 1 million plus CVs. So as you can see, multiple CVs are here with that search. I can also refine my search with any words. So if in the resume any of these two words or both the words like site, if any resume contains site, then also bait.com will show you that resume. If that resume contains engineer, then bait.com will show you that resume. If it contains site engineer both, then also bait.com will show you that resume. Then exact order. So what happens in exact order, that site and engineer should be present in resume exactly in this order. Site engineer together anywhere in the resume, then only bait.com will show you that resume. Now it is showing 500k plus CVs. Then Boolean search. You can also do Boolean search in bait.com. You can go to ChatGPT and you can write I am looking for site engineer based in Dubai, UAE. He should have 5 to 8 years of experience in surveying. Write a Boolean search for bait.com employer. So as you can see, ChatGPT has given us this Boolean string. We can copy the string and paste it here. Now with this Boolean search, there are 10,000 plus CVs. So you can also do Boolean search by using ChatGPT if you are not expert in doing Boolean search. Just ask ChatGPT to write a Boolean search for you. Then you can also, just a minute. Then you can also filter the, like filter bait.com with location, bait.com resumes, United Arab Emirates. And you can also filter the resumes based on years of experience. I will filter from 5 to 8 years. Now it will show 10k plus CVs. As you can see, 10k plus CVs are here. We can also use advanced filters. I can click on advanced filter and then I can filter the resume based on name. I'll just write the name. Suppose I'm looking for a civil engineer by the name of Shoaib. I can just write Shoaib here. I can also use last name if I want to. I'll click on OK. As you can see, bait.com is showing me 10 resumes with the name Shoaib. Then you can filter the resume based on nationality. If you need any candidate, any resume from specific nationality, you can filter the resume with that nationality. Like if I want candidate from Saudi Arabian nationality, then I can click here, or Indian nationality, Egyptian nationality. I can also filter the resume based on gender. No preference. If I want male candidates, I can click on male. If I want female resumes, then I can click on female and then click on OK. So bit.com will filter the candidate based on gender. Then age, I can filter the candidate based on age. If I'm looking for candidates between 18 to 25 years of age, then I can click on OK, and bit.com will filter the resume based on gender. Then residence. So when you will click on this advanced filters, when we were doing quick search, it was only showing the country, but in this advanced filter section, it is also showing the city and visa status. So I can also select the city. If I want a candidate to be based in Dubai or from Dubai, then I can click on city Dubai. Then I can also choose their visa status, whether they should be citizen of UAE, whether they should be having residence visa which is transferable, residence visa non-transferable, student visa, transit visa. So there are multiple options. I can also exclude. If I want to exclude this country or city, I can write those names and then I can click on exclude from search, and then I can click on OK. If I want to add multiple locations, then I can click on add another, and I can add countries, multiple countries, cities, and I can filter the resumes on bait.com by the location. Then language. I can filter the candidate based on language. I can choose any language. That candidate should speak specific language. Like I need someone who can speak Arabic. So I can select this language. Then I can select the level, like any beginner, intermediate, or native speaker. So I can choose whatever I want. I can also add another language if I want to choose, like English. I can type English and choose English. Then native speaker. A minute. Then click on OK. I can also, I have two options, like two circles, any and all. I can choose any. If the resume contains Arabic language, then also it is fine for me. If the resume contains English language, then also it is fine for me. Or I can click on all, that both the languages are mandatory. Both the languages should be present in the resume. Then I can filter the resume based on past experience, like job title. I can write job title if I'm looking for any specific job title, like senior site engineer, or I can write project manager. So it will show only candidates who have the following keywords in the list of job titles. So this job title should be present in any of their experiences, in any of the job titles which they might be having. Search within the most recent job title. I can click here. If I want to search within the most recent job title, I can click on all words, any words, exact order, boolean search, like the same. It is the same which we did in the quick search. Then I can also filter the candidate based on years of experience. Then I can also filter the candidate based on job role and industry. So if I want that specific person should have experience in administration and should have minimum like 1 to 4 years of experience, then I can filter the resumes based on this criteria. I can also click on search within the most recent job role only. I can also select the industry within any of the following industries: accounting, business processing. I can choose any of the industry whichever I want and search within the most recent industry. So I can filter the candidate based on job role and industry. I can also filter the candidate based on location of their past experience. So suppose if I need candidate who should have experience in working experience in Singapore, then I can choose Singapore. I can add multiple locations. I can also exclude them from the search if I don't want any candidate having experience in that specific location. Then I can also filter the candidate based on employer. I can write company name. If I need any candidate from McDonald's, then I can write McDonald's. Yeah, it is showing McDonald's UAE. I can click here, search within the most recent employer only. I can click here. I can click on this circle all words, any words, exact order, boolean search, whatever. There are multiple options. So I can filter the candidate based on employer. I can also filter the candidate based on work experience. Show only candidates who have the following keywords in their work experience. So I can write driver or document controller, software developer, whatever. Like if you are interested that specific candidate should have specific experience, then you can filter based on work experience also. Search within the most recent employer only, all words, any words, exact order, boolean search. Then, so wait a minute, let me show you something. So I've just launched this course, how to start a recruitment consultancy. If you are interested in learning how does recruitment consultancy works, how to choose the niche, how can you set up your consultancy and how can you find clients, even how can you source candidates, then you can check out the link in the description and you can purchase the course. And if you are interested in any of these services, like if you need our help in searching candidates, sourcing candidates for you, then you can drop me an email. I will drop my email address in the description. So now let's back to our. So you can also filter the candidate based on the target job. You can click here and you can, like, some of the candidates must have mentioned that they are working in Saudi Arabia and they must have mentioned that target job location as Saudi Arabia or UAE or any other. So you can also filter the candidate based on the target job. So if I'm interested in the candidate who are having target job of Saudi Arabia, I can write Saudi Arabia. I can add multiple target job location. I can also exclude candidate from search who are having this specific target job. I can also filter the candidate based on target job title. So I can write uh, project manager. So if any candidate is having a target job title of construction project manager, so I can also target the candidate based on the target job title, construction project manager. I can also click on any of the circles like all words, any words, exact order, boolean search, and then I can click OK. You can also filter the candidate based on CV freshness. You can click here. You can filter the candidate when they have visited bait.com. So like within last week, within last month, within last 3 months, within last 6 months, up to within last 2 years. You can also filter the candidate when they have updated their profile. So within last week, within last month, within last 3 months, up to within last 2 years. So this thing can help you filter the candidate who are like eagerly searching for the role or are eagerly visiting bait.com to search for the job. So it shows that these people are highly interested and they are actively looking for the job. You can also filter the candidate based on text on CV. So when bait.com shows up any resume, you can also add tags. You can click here, then you can click on add tags. So based on that, you can filter the resumes. You can add multiple tags. You can filter the resumes based on any of these tags, all of these tags, none of these tags. Then you can also filter the resumes based on special needs. Like if they are having any health condition, cognitive, intellectual disability, psycho, social disorder, there are multiple options available. You can filter the candidates based on this criteria also. You can also filter the candidate based on education, based on degree. So you can filter like with high school or equivalent, master's degree, diploma. You can choose multiple options. So it's up to you. You can also filter the candidate based on major. So you can write civil engineering. So civil construction and civil engineering. You can also search within the most recent major only, all words, any words, exact order or boolean search. You can also use these options. Then you can also filter the candidates based on institution. You can write any institution name like Jordan. I'm writing, it's not showing option. Jordanian University. Wait, Morocco. Yeah, now it is showing. So a high technology school in Morocco. I can choose any of these options. I can also search within the most recent institution only. I can filter the candidate based on all words, any words, exact order, Boolean search. I can also filter the candidate based on location. If I need any candidate who has done his studies from any specific location, then I can filter the candidate based on location also. So if I need candidate who has done his studies from Albania, I can click here, I can select Albania and I can filter the search. I can also exclude those specific education location from the search. So our advanced filters are done. Here are additional filters. I can click here. I can filter the candidate based on hobbies. If I need any candidate who's interested in dance, then I can filter the candidate based on their interest and hobbies. I'm having multiple options, all words, any words, exact order, boolean search. I can also filter the candidates based on skills. I can write any skill and I can filter the candidate based on that. I can also filter the candidate based on target industry. If you are looking for any candidate from that specific industry, from any specific industry, you can choose that industry and you can also exclude that target industry from the search and you can filter your criteria. You can also filter the candidate based on monthly salary range. If you are looking for candidate who's seeking monthly salary of 5,000 dirham to 20,000 dirham or maybe 10 15,000 dirhams, I will choose the currency and I can filter the candidate based on their like how much they are seeking in a monthly salary. I can also filter the candidate based on their employment status, part time, full time. I can also filter the candidate based on their notice period, like what like whether they are available to join immediately, having 1 month notice period, 3 months, 6 months, or more than 6 months. I can also filter the candidate based on employment type, whether you are looking for full-time contractor, part-time, volunteer, internship, temporary, freelancer, commission basis. I can also filter the candidate based on the GPA. I can write the GPA here and I can search the candidate based on the GPA. Let's reset this search. Only search site engineer. So after this advanced filters, you can also shortlist the candidate using this filters. You can shortlist them with last updated. So it will show you the numbers, like how many candidates are available who have updated their resume within last week. So 10,000 plus have updated their resume in the last week. You can also filter the candidate within last month. You can also shortlist the candidate based on like when they have visited bait.com within last week. There are 9,778 resumes available. Then you can shortlist the resume based on past experience, last employer, last job title, last job role, last job industry, years of experience. You can also filter the resumes based on their residence location. It will show you like there are 3,473 having residence location from Saudi Arabia. So I can shortlist the candidate based on that. Then nationality, gender, age, languages, marital status, driving license, country. There are 2081 candidates who are having Saudi Arabia driving license. 1238 people are having Indian driving license. You can also filter the candidate based on special needs, visa status. Then you can filter the candidate based on monthly salary range, career level, student. There are 300 student entry level. There are 263 entry level candidates. Mid career, management, director, senior executive. So there are multiple options available to shortlist the candidate. You can filter them based on their employment status, notice period, employment type, education. So here is bain.com test. So what I think, when the candidate apply or upload their resume on bain.com, so bain.com asks them to give certain tests if they are interested in giving those tests. I'm not sure if they are interested in giving those like those certain tests. So they can give, and it show us their score. Like if I'll click here on the IQ test, so there are 77 candidates. I can apply. I want to see. So here is this candidate. I can go here and this resume. So as you can see, he has given bait test. So the IQ test score is 104. So you can filter the candidate based on bait.com test. There are multiple tests available for filtering. Then you can also filter the candidates based on the CV language. If you need candidate whose CV is in Arabic, you can filter them. If you need candidate whose CV is in English, you can filter them. Or if you need candidate whose CV is in French, you can filter them. As you can see, I think this is French. I'm not sure. So I think you can see their French resume also. I'm not sure which is that language. So here is the option of CV language. CV completeness, more than like if you need candidate who has completed their CV more than 40%, there are 10,000 plus, more than 80%, more than 60%, more than 20%. So there are multiple options available. Job hopping. If you need, like, many companies need candidates who are stable, it must be having some analytics in place which shows which candidates are stable or which are not stable. So they must be having some analytics. So there are 9,126 stable candidates. So you can filter the candidates, shortlist the candidate based on their stability, medium, or the people who are hopper. There are 703 who are job hoppers. Then gaps in their experience. There are 7,490 candidates with no major gaps. Like there are 2,797 candidates with major gaps. Previous actions, you can shortlist the candidate based on CVs with notes, CVs without notes, weaves on CVs, like CVs which you have already weaved, CVs which you have not already weaved, CVs not weaved, tags on CVs. Show only CVs that have contact information. So bait.com will only show you those CVs which have contact information. You can select multiple options here and shortlist accordingly. So you can apply these filters also. And one more thing, let me clear this all. Let me close this. So there is one option, Bait AI. So this is in beta stage. If you are interested in using this AI, you can try it. It can make mistakes because it is in beta, but I don't think it will make mistake, but we will try. So I am looking for project manager for construction company having 12 plus years of experience. Let's see what does this AI do. As you can see, Bait AI is searching for candidate. It has searched for candidate project manager experience more than 12 years. It has applied two filters in the job role and industry, construction and building industry, search within the most recent industry and years of experience. So if you are interested in using this AI, you can use it. Hope you have liked the video. If you are interested in purchasing my course, you can click on the link in the description. Also, if you are interested in any of my services like searching a candidate for you, you can send me an email on the email address mentioned in the description. See you in next video. Bye.